So today we're doing an unboxing, but the unboxing is dun da da da. Hold on, am I focused? There you go. Here we go. This took us too long to set up. Ready for this?
Let's do it.
Yeah, you got like a light or something? We just throw in the box and we open it and just...
Gotta fake it till you make it.
It's all movie magic, right? Item number one, and
might be batteries. Hey, let's see.
And we got a manual here. Nobody will read.
Right.
All right, so we can just leave that back in there.
We might read. I don't know.
Wow.
Some people may read. Don't discourage, you know.
And this is where the action's at.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This right here, ladies and gentlemen. First thing that comes to mind is how well it just fits in your hand, man. It's perfect, especially for big hands.
Yeah.
And boom, and then you've got the full articulation.
And it can tilt.
And it's got that little switch here. Bam. Woo, bam.
You get them low shots, them low angles.
Oh, I think this is for those high
undersling.
Oh yeah, undersling. Yeah, that's what it's at.
Shots. There you go.
Yeah. So if you're even if you wanted to keep the thing on, you can still do that.
Nice.
So the battery and the shoulder. Well, this is if you're gonna take some photos. I'm looking for the good stuff. Here's the battery.
Here we go.
Ready for this?
Let's see if
it's a long battery.
Yeah, let's see.
Hold on. It's got a little thing here. So if you want to put a dummy battery in there,
you go.
You can do that.
Nice. So you don't have to rely on battery power only.
Yeah.
You can have some.
That's another accessory y'all need to get. A dummy battery.
There you go.
Shouldn't be too expensive. You got the SD card?
Yeah.
Yeah, UHS 3 high-speed ultra 6K capable recording. And let's bring in the lenses.
I got one right here.
L mount for what you need, the MC21 adapter. Let's load up the mount.
All right. Goes in here.
And snap. There we go, guys.
We got.
All right. First things first. Let's break out the Rokinon. Bam. EF.
The Nifty 50.
Ooh, this thing is shiny.
Pick it up. There you go.
There you go. Where's the red dot? Red dot, red dot. Whew. There we go.
That looks nice.
And the nice thing about the Rokinon is that you got smooth aperture.
Yep.
And the smooth blade. Shall we turn it on?
Let's do it. How do you do this? Let's see.
Do
the honors.
Where's the on button?
Here it is. Slide this.
Okay.
Press on. Maybe the battery's dead.
Oh no. Does the battery need charging?
It probably does.
Does it not come charged?
Yeah, no, I don't think.
Okay, so I guess we will resume after the battery's been charged. So just make sure that your battery's charged. This is just over 50%. Let's try this over. Let's hope this thing turns on. Ooh, this thing is warm.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm not even focused.
There's a light on already.
Hold on.
I like it.
And
it is fired up already, man.
It's already. Please select your language.
Put español, porque estamos in Spanish. No,
For real?
No.
Okay.
Even I have trouble going through
Alex,
navigating.
Please don't make my
Spanish
life difficult.
Settings. Oh my goodness, bro.
Set. Woo, below lens information is set changed to 24. Oh, look at that. It's got different lens settings. So based on the lenses that you have, the thing is, they have a similar setup in my Lumix cameras. So because of the internal stabilization, in order for it to know how much to stabilize, it needs to know the focal length.
Every time you're about to shoot?
Yeah, so this is a non-native lens, right? So normally if you have an electronic lens, it'll know right away, right? But because this is not, this is a manual lens, it doesn't know, so you got to tell it. Let's just start recording. And we've got Mujahid here. Let's get him focused up. Ooh, look at that.
That thing looks good in low light, man, with low light.
Blurred out right here. Can you see it? Because of the...
Hold on, I got to turn on focus peaking on this thing.
Okay.
Hold on, let me, is it still recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no.
There you go. Is this like a video mode? No. What? It's picture priority? No. How do you change this?
You press down.
Oh, you gotta press and hold. Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. So if I were to go to manual movie, okay, photo style. Oh, this is where vlog. Okay, this is where you get the highest dynamic range, but you gotta do your editing.
Yeah.
Right. So if we look over to Mujahid again, it's gonna be super flat color profile.
Right.
And but I think focus peak is turned on, right? Now that we went to manual mode. Yeah, there you go. See, you see the blue highlights.
Mm-hmm.
And if I were to turn this down, does it get any sharper? I don't know. But that's oh, it's on auto ISO. Oh, so me looking at you right now, you're at ISO 1250.
Dang.
Right?
It's light over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's why.
If you try to...
And now it's at ISO 2000 because I'm looking at the table. And then once I bump up, it goes to ISO 800.
So go to me.
So if I go to you, hold on, let me focus you up. So now you, oh, hold on, I'm using the wrong ring. There you go. You're at ISO 1000. But you're like super bright though.
Yeah, super bright.
I think because you have the aperture all the way open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I close it down a little bit, there you go. It's still 6400. Now it's 1600. Yeah.
It's too bright.
Yeah.
But
It's being overexposed.
well, it's not because this isn't vlog, so it's a flat profile. And when you go into a log type profile, it's actually encouraged to overexpose a little bit because the shadows will be up, the highlights are going to be flattened out also because you still see the highlight roll off is still there. And but when I do the edit, I can bring in the contrast and get the full dynamic range of the camera. But now I can change the profile.
Yeah, what if we want to just like have it to where least amount
there's like
post is needed?
Cinelike D is what I typically do on my cameras. It's still a little bit flat, but you still get colors. In fact, on this camera, if I wanted vlog, I'd have to pay another $100.
Oh.
Right? Which I'm considering to get the full dynamic range. We're recording in full HD. Now let's go to, now we're in 6K mode. Let's do this. Bring you into focus. So this right here is 6K goodness of Alex's.
All up in my pores.
Yeah, all over your pores.
My teeth, I got some in my teeth.
Wow. That looks clean.
Dang, son.
That the feel was
Bro,
really good over here.
that looks nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is 50 millimeters of goodness.
And that's still vlog?
No, this is standard.
Okay, because yeah, boy, it's looking like yes, and looking on.
Right? So if I were to go to, let's just change that again.
Yeah, some pink chapstick on.
Yeah, I was biting on my lip because I didn't think that it was gonna turn off. Like, no backstory.
He was anxious.
Right?
There you go.
So let's go to Cine D.
Cine D.
This is what I typically do, right? And so let's get you focused up.
D block.
And
That's nice.
and I like this because of the skin tones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Looks natural.
It looks natural, and this is nice, really, on anybody with any kind of complexion, right? So a little bit of brown to a lot of brown looks great.
And you look, I mean, you're in the shadow right there.
Yeah,
you
it looks
lit up,
great.
man. You look lit
Right.
up.
So right now, this is what the camera sees.
Maybe in low light.
This is what we see.
Yeah.
Right. We see this
Right.
just about, and the camera just like,
You open it
bam.
up. You look lit up. Yeah, you look lit up. And you
Right. Yeah.
open it
And
up.
like this is what we see.
Yeah.
Right. And this is what the camera sees.
Nice.
Yeah.
And so, and then the vlog, and this is the vlog.
So it's flat.
Super flat, and it looks like even the overexposed potentially areas are still like you can still see skin texture.
So you got to do a lot of color grading over here.
Oh yeah, this is
vlog.
all for color grading.
And that's what
Almost close to the wall.
and that's what the C100 was set to. That's why.
Yeah, C-Log. They have their own C-Log,
C-Log, yeah.
and Lumix has their own V-Log.
Yeah.
Right. Blackmagic has their B raw, and Zcam they have their Z raw. So each one is kind of like putting in their own thing.
Yeah.
So which is the one that already has
some color?
The D.
So I like
You
the
said
D,
Cine
right?
D.
Cine D, yeah.
I think that one looked the
So
nicest.
there's one more that I haven't tried is the Leica 709, which is your broadcast, right? Typical broadcast. So what happens is you take the Vlog and you convert it to 709, but you get the full dynamic range advantage of Vlog, as opposed to it trying to kind of convert right now. So, but right now you see, even in Rec 709, you'll see like his face is a little overexposed.
Yeah.
Right? And
if you close it up some.
I mean, we could close it up, sure, but then it's just I don't get the.
It's very
contrasty.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The light
is hard.
Is hard.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's very hard.
Yeah, it is. It's bouncing crazy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, there we go.
Yeah. The Cine D is the leading man right now.
And that's good. I mean, for the workflow.
Cine D still gives you some latitude, as long as you have like 10-bit recording, because right now this is your full 6K setup.
Yeah. It's gonna be what, 20 gigs, man?
No, because it's still compressed though.
Yeah.
It's still compressed.
Okay.
It's not on, like if you put it on the hard drive. Once you get the hard drive for the recorder and you record ProRes, those are going to be huge.
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm suggesting right now is let's play around with the different lenses from Canon. It'll be interesting to see the difference in like the aesthetic of the lens between these two. Bam. Pop off the lens cap. There we go. So this is the Canon, still pretty tight.
That's the 50?
Yeah.
Yeah, usually it's...
Now this right here is like you're totally, like the hands are completely blown out.
Yeah.
Not blown out, like
out
of focus.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, and it's interesting how similar the controls are to my GH5.
I mean, it's the same company, right?
Yeah. But honestly, like this, if you guys were to get a few of these, I think it would be a good complement to your setup, because if you talk about matching colors, right, you already got the 24 to 105, right? This would match that perfectly. This goes for like $100, right? In fact, what people advise doing is getting like a bunch of these and literally like disposable lenses. And the Rokinon must have been like what, 300-400, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And so in a situation where you're afraid of damaging, or you don't want to hurt your...
You're really running and gunning.
Right? Let it be destroyed. Right? And so...
Hopefully not the camera in the process.
Yeah, this thing is going to be so wide.
Is it? It's crazy
Look
wide.
Look.
Did.
There's like straight GoPro.
Yeah.
16 mil. And now the thing is, when I zoom out, this is where you get the crop, right? Right? But if I go all the way up to 16, the crop goes away. Right? So this right here is a 16 mil.
Nice, that's pretty wide.
Yeah.
It's crazy wide.
Let's get, there you go.
All up in my
What's
face.
the rhymes joint?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So how close can I get?
You really want to party with me.
Exactly, there you go. That's who did it.
Dang,
That's who did it first.
What is...
And then it was...
Well, Ace Ventura. Ace Ventura also, they did a shot like that too, yeah.
It was
Missy? Yeah.
Look, it's got that whole like GoPro stretch.
Yeah. So it's good for vlogging, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's really wide. It has almost like a fisheye type of...
Yeah.
Cool, man. This is dope. And then we got this right here, which is super macro. Yep.
Nice.
So hold on, let me get your eyeball.
Get my cataracts.
This is as close as I can
You
get.
got a chip in there, man. Did you know you had a chip in there?
A chip in where? Oh, in his
In his eye.
I got a
Hey,
chip
somebody
in my eye.
put a chip in there, bro. Did you know you had a chip in your eye?
Got some contacts on.
Oh, no. I'm just playing. I didn't even know you had contacts.
Hold on.
No.
So how close can I get on yours in the low light or lower light? So if I were to just focus on the further eye, yeah, that's dope, man. You gotta get yourselves a macro set. So if it was me, I'd just keep it on Vlog all day. I do Cine D because that's the only thing I have. Like this is what I typically do, right? So even on here.
This is Vlog?
No, this is Cine D.
Oh.
Right, so this is Cine D. Get up all on the eyeball again. Right, you got your veins popping and all. Then if we go to Vlog, boom. And now you'll notice how on the reflection on the glass is flattened out a little bit. If I go to the eyeball again, just look straight. Boom. It'll be interesting to see how this looks with the edit. But man, I move like a centimeter and I lose focus. This is cool, man. I'm looking forward to
excited, man.
Seeing this in production. That's it, ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Unboxing of this beaut.
Take care, guys.